Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Metagrossman and today I'm your coach for the Texan Clearbodies in season number 2 of the Alola International. And this is our week 4 battle against the Slovenian Slowbros, the replacement for our original opponent for this week. What happened with him is that our week 4 opponent actually dropped out of the league. Excuse me, the opponent dropped out of the league after taking an extension on one of his games from the previous week. So we actually played the replacement for Goku, which was our original opponent. I can never say opponent right, I don't know why. But he was our original opponent, but we played his replacement. The team name actually changed. It was originally the Portland Greninjas, it's now the Slovenian Slowbros. But yeah. The team builder will mention the Portland Greninjas, but that's because the team builder portion was recorded before the battle, and it was also recorded before the change in coach. Because I built my team, I think Tuesday or Wednesday that week, and so I recorded it at the same time that I built the team. And Goku actually didn't show up on Saturday when we were actually going to battle. It was either Saturday or Sunday, I don't know which. But he and I actually had never communicated about battling, because he never messaged me, and I tend to message people on like Thursday about battles. But anyway, so we're playing the Slovenian Slowbros. I've ranted. One thing I do want to mention is that I apologize that the last couple weeks of the Alola International have been on Showdown, and the reason that is because of time constraints, because I had to go to New York and whatever. But issues are issues. So we're back. We are back on Wi-Fi. This is our post-commentated Wi-Fi battle, as they have always been. I mentioned to you guys in Team Builder that I would talk to you guys about what I decided on Crobat, Strike Flyer, on whether I decided to rock out with the Choice Band or change it to another item, the Black Sludge. And also with Donphan, with regards to if I decide to put Ice Shard on there over Rapid Spin. Ultimately, I decided to go with the set that was in the Team Builder, and I ultimately decided to go with Choice Band on the Crobat, and I also ended up going with the choice to have Rapid Spin on Donphan, which ultimately may or may not matter this game. But I want you guys to know if my close commentation is a little bit bad, it's because it's been like a week since I watched this game. So yeah, let's try our best. Let's go to town. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into team preview for this match, shall we? So if we look here at my team, you guys saw the team builder. If you have not seen the team builder, I encourage you to check out the team builder. I know I said that a bit late, but I encourage you to check out the team builder. Because that is where you'll find out what I bought, why I bought it, and my thought process going with that. The other thing with Mew is I was thinking about Psychinium Z. I mentioned you guys in Team Builder. I was thinking about Psychinium Z. Ultimately, I did in fact go with Phytanium Z. So, yay. Let's go to town, shall we? On our side, I'm going to cover our team just a little bit, but I encourage you to check out our team building portion of this. Because I don't remember what I bought, honestly. The first thing we have, I believe, is a Phys-Def, physically defensive Donphan with knockoff, Stealth Rocks, Rapid Spin, and Earthquake. Some funky attack stat, I don't remember exactly what it is. I think 28 attack and like 236 defense or something like that. With the Bold Nature, I believe. I ultimately went with Rapid Spin over Ice Shard. Which is a good choice on my part. But yeah, I think this one had Rocky Helmet on it. I don't remember. We'll find out. I think it was Rocky Helmet though. Next up we have Crobat, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Zen Headbutt, and I think Cross Poison? Looking at this team, Cross Poison, potentially? I don't remember the fourth move. Brave Bird, U-Turn, Zen Headbutt, and Cross Poison probably. Adamant Max Attack, with 220 speed because the speed tier to break was 115, I believe. No, speed tier to break was 110, I want to say. I don't remember. Anyway, we have a Crobat. We have a Jolteon. This Jolteon is probably Choice Scarfed for Choice Scarfed Terrakion. I don't remember. Mega Pinsir, Rocky Helmet Vaporeon, and then Titanium Z Mew with Focus Blast, Giga Drain Ice Beam, and a fourth move that I can't remember. I'm bad about this. I'm sorry. Watch the team builder because the team builder will tell you more than I will. On my opponent's side, we see an Eviolite Golbat. We see a Hitmonchan. We see a Volcarona, which is a Z Crystal user. We see a Terrakion. We see a Zygarde 10% or Zygarde 50, and his Mega Aggron. Mega Aggron, I believe, is a Stealth Rocker this week based on team preview. Terrakion could be Scarfed. Volcarona could be Scarfed as well, but I'm pretty sure it's more likely to be a Quiver Z move. Hitmonchan could be Life Orb, could be Choice Banded, it probably is Life Orb. Golbat is Eviolite, of course. Golbat is his Defogger. That's a thing to keep in mind. Zygarde could be Subcoil if he wanted to be. He could also be Choice Banded Zygarde. Aggron is a Stealth Rocker, like I said. He could probably have Rock Slide. And he could also be Utility, but it's probably his Physical Defensive Wall, where Golbat is probably his Special Defensive Wall. I don't know. But with all that being said, I decide to lead off with my Jolteon, I believe, because I thought about momentum pressure, because a lot of this team, besides Zygarde, takes super effective damage, or at least neutral damage from Volt Switch, so I figured that's a safe play on my part. And I believe he leads off with Golbat, and the reason why he leads off with Golbat is to stop me from Stealth Rocking, potentially taunting me, or even defogging them away on turn 1 if I decide to lead with Donphan, because Donphan was the anticipated lead on his part, but I decided, like I said, to lead with Jolteon. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump on in. Okay, so never mind. I led with Donphan. Okay, so I led with Donphan, and he leads with Golbat. He leads with Golbat, and I lead with Donphan. I led with Donphan probably just to try to get my rocks up, which would be a neutral play, but he led with his Golbat, anticipating my lead. I don't know why I didn't lead with Jolteon here. I wish I did, but oh well. I led with Donphan to try to get my rocks up on the first turn because I anticipated here. Okay, here's why. Because I anticipated his Aggron to lead, Mega Evolve on the first turn, and essentially we would trade rocks. That's what I anticipated. But he leads with his Crobat, or his Golbat, anticipating my lead to be Donphan. So he's going to go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and click Knock Off here, anticipating his taunt, which comes out. The taunt comes out. I anticipated that, and I click Knock Off. And I'm immediately, I'm able to get rid of this Golbat's Eviolite, which is very, very good. Now, on this next turn, I don't know what to do because, as I said, my set is Knock Off, Earthquake, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rocks. I don't have any reason to Rapid Spin. I'm not going to click Earthquake on a Golbat that hasn't roosted, so I'm going to make the play into Crobat here. I knock off the Eviolite, like I said. I can't do anything else, so I'm going to switch out into my Crobat. And he's going to make the play and click Toxic. Toxic was predicting the Vaporeon. One fun fact is half of his team has Toxic. I will reveal to you who has Toxic as it becomes apparent. He has Toxic, anticipating Vaporeon to come in to chew the U-turn. He clicks Toxic. I switch into Crobat because I was like, I can momentum play off of this. So I make the switch for momentum. He clicks Toxic, wastes the turn. At this point, I am a Choice Banded Crobat. with Zen Headbutt. So I'm going to click off the Zen Headbutt, do damage, and that thing is going to live on 1. That thing is going to live on 1. And it really, really annoyed me. He lived on 1, but he lived, you know? He lived probably because he was max defense. So he lived, or max HP, I don't know. He lives and is able to get a U-turn off on my face. Which I'm like, okay, that's fine, you know? Not much damage. So I take the U-turn damage. He makes the play out into Mega Aggron. And I'm like, okay. So Mega Aggron comes in. I'm going to make a hard switch. Because I'm Choice Banded, I have to make the hard switch into Donphan. Anticipating him to click a move that would do recoil damage to himself. In a sense that I would do Rocky Helmet damage. He's going to Mega Evolve on the first turn, of course. And with that, he's going to get up his Stealth Rocks. Because he knows I like to switch. I don't know if he knows that, but I did just switch. So he wants to put as much pressure on Golbat as he can, or on Crobat as he can. So he's going to put rocks up and click Magnet Rise. Now, Magnet Rise Mega Aggron is really interesting because I've never seen that before, but I understand why he did that because he's anticipating me to click Earthquake. I actually didn't click Earthquake. As I said to you guys in the lead matchup, I wanted him to be Mega Aggron versus Donphan to trade Stealth Rocks. So I'm going to do just that. He got his rocks up. I'm going to get mine up now. Magnet Rise means I can't do anything else, by the way. So Stealth Rocks comes up. I get my rocks up, which is beautiful. Cool, you know? And at that point, I know I can't do anything, right? So I'm going to go ahead and stay in. He's going to Toxic me. Aggron also has Toxic. He's going to Toxic me, and I'm like, what was I trying to do? Oh, I remember what I did. I clicked Rapid Spin here. To get the rocks off my side of the field, I clicked Rapid Spin. At this point, I take Toxic damage, which is unfortunate. I take Toxic damage, and then I make a hard switch into Mew, I believe. No, I make a hard switch into Crobat, so that I am able to click U-turn, and I can switch in safely because I don't have rocks up on my side of the field anymore. So I switch into Crobat, click off a Choice Banded U-turn in a minute, as he goes ahead and puts his rocks back up. He puts the rocks back up. I'm like, okay, well, this is annoying. So I'm going to click a Choice Banded U-turn, and you're going to see just how little this does. Like, literally, look at that. Choice Banded does nothing. And that's because Aggron's filter, as well as the fact that he's physically defensive. So now I'm going to make the play into Mew, our Mew. I don't know why I can say it, but I go into Mew. Because I said in Team Builder, Mew breaks Mega Aggron because through filter, Z Focus Blast All Out Pummeling will do like 72, 73% somewhere in there. So I break the Mega Aggron core, and I can't break it otherwise. Through filter, I can't break it otherwise. So I make the play into Mew, and I'm just like, okay, I need to do this right now. Because if I don't do this now, I can't do it otherwise. Mew was relatively fast this week. I don't remember why. But again, Team Builder will tell you why. Team Builder is in the playlist, linked down below. Check it out. So I take Rocks damage. He's going to go ahead and click off Rock Slide, which reveals he has Stealth Rocks, Magnet Rise, Toxic, and Rock Slide. So his entire set is, the only offensive move he has is Rock Slide. And the reason why he has Rock Slide is because I have a Mega Pinsir. And he wants to be able to catch that Mega Pinsir because he knows it can't do anything besides close combat me. So he wants to be able to catch me. So he has Rock Slide for that and Crobat, which is good prep on his part. So he's going to click Rock Slide. I'm going to take a hefty chunk of damage off of a, base 145 attack stat. And here's your Z move. Off we go. I told you guys, Z move is the only way to break him, so I'm going to go for that Z move. Z Focus Blast into Titanium Z All Out Pummeling. Punch this stupid freaking, punch this Aggron in the face. Like that. And the core breaks. He goes from like 95% to like 15-20%. So it does around 75-ish%, which is just about where it's supposed to do. He clicks off Toxic again because that's the only thing he can touch me with. I start taking Toxic damage. I click Synchronize activates. I can't poison a Steel type, so it doesn't matter. Toxic damage rolls. Do what you're gonna do. Magnetism ends. He fears Earthquake, switches out, fearing the other Focus Blast as well. Into Golbat. He actually sacks Golbat here to Stealth Rocks. So nobody's gonna claim the kill on the Golbat because it will die to Rocks, which is a passive kill. If we were gonna award it, I would award it to Donphan, but it's not gonna be awarded because it is a passive self-death. He sacks Golbat here, and I click Psychic on this turn because at this point Psychic would have killed the Mega Aggron from where it was. So Psychic fails. I take more Toxic damage, which is a good play on his part to just have me rack up Toxic damage. He goes to Alphonse, his Choice Scarfed. Fun fact, Choice Scarfed Terrakion. He is Choice Scarfed, and you'll find out why. Mew is not designed to outspeed this thing because Mew is outspeeding Zygarde by 1 point, which is the base 95s. This thing's not designed to outspeed this because even max speed Timid, the only way I outspeed is Adamant, but you'll find out he ends up being Choice Scarfed in a minute. So he's going to be Choice Scarfed. He's going to click X Scissor. I don't feel safe switching in to anything else, potentially Banded, so I'm going to sack Mew here because I don't feel safe switching out. In hindsight, I probably could have switched into like Donphan here, or into like Vaporeon. But thinking about it at that time, I was like, I don't feel safe. He could be Life Orbed, and that's dangerous. And if I switched, he could Swords Dance as well. So I don't want to risk that either. So I sack Mew into hashtag rollout our Donphan because I'm going to click Earthquake on this fool. After I click Knockoff on him, Rocks do damage. He switches out, fearing the Earthquake, as he goes into Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan takes Rocks damage, and I click off Earthquake, and that's what this Earthquake investment. I had 28 EVs in my attack stat, which would have been 42% minimum to this thing. So that's that. And I also had that so Aggron takes at least 50% from my Earthquake. But that does around 40% or so. I take Toxic damage. He clicks Rapid Spin here. Gets rid of my Rocks off my side. Does some chip. Takes Rocky Helmet damage. Doesn't feel safe anymore. I click my Rapid Spin, get off some chip damage because I was like, let's just trade spins here because I figured you're gonna spin. I take Toxic. And then he is going to click Drain Punch because he doesn't feel safe sitting in front of me with as little health as he does have because he knows that I could click Earthquake here and get myself a kill. So he's going to Drain Punch me, get some recovery. I am physically defensive, so it's not going to give him much. Rocky Helmet pretty much will negate the Drain Punch. But I'm going to click Rocks here to get my Rocks up, even though I know he's going to Rapid Spin them away later. I'm going to get my Rocks up just to put on pressure. Toxic damage is Toxic damage. And I'm like, okay, I know you're going to Rapid Spin. I know you're going to try this. So I need to preserve this for later so that I can get my Rocks up late game. So I'm going to preserve and go into Vaporeon. This Vaporeon is specially defensive. So you're going to see why I say that in a second. This is a specially defensive Vaporeon. Here's the Drain Punch. And that does a clean, what? 123 points of damage. So he gets a lot of recovery from that. I take Leftovers recovery. He knows he knows that this is blah blah blah. He knows this is his chance to Rapid Spin, so he's gonna do just that. As I protect for more Leftovers recovery. So here's this Rapid Spin, which is like, okay, fine. Since I knew he was going to Rapid Spin, that's part of the reason why I preserved my Donphan for late game. But I was like, okay, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna Toxic you. Because I need to put you on a timer, so I'm gonna Toxic this turn. He's gonna Rapid Spin, get rid of my rocks that I put up earlier. And I'm gonna Toxic. Hitmonchan does not have Toxic on it, fun fact. But I'm gonna Toxic him, and then we're just gonna play this game. I'm gonna get Leftovers Recovery. And then I believe I decide to Protect here. As he starts taking Toxic damage, I think I decide to Protect here to give him more Toxic damage. But let's find out. Yeah, it lagged, but I protected. As is to give him more Toxic damage. He clicks Drain Punch to try to recover. I get more Leftovers Recovery. No, I'm not trying to stall. I'm just doing what I need to do for Toxic damage. He's going to click Drain Punch here, because he's actually Adamant Max Attack, I believe, with Max Speed. Drain Punch comes off. I live the Drain Punch. He gets a lot of recovery back. I click Scald and do about 30%. Stop lagging, please. Stop lagging, please. Stop lagging, please. I don't know why this is lagging. All right, but oh, hold on. Let me fix this. Why'd it go that far back? Oh my god. Hold on, let me fix it because it's being a dingus. Okay, so let's pick up from right here. All that's happening is Drain Punch and Toxic is being a thing. Oh, I haven't gotten there yet, have I? Okay, yeah, so Toxic damage is doing its thing. He's going to Rapid Spin and then try to get recovery off of me. I'm going to Protect to do more Toxic damage. I apologize, by the way, that the video was lagging. I don't know why. It worked fine yesterday, but it was lagging right now. So Protect happens. I get more Leftovers Recovery. I'm not trying to stall. I just want as much HP as I can have at the end of this game. At the end of this exchange. He's going to Drain Punch. And because of the extra turn of Recovery through Protect, I am going to live this next Drain Punch. With 18 HP, like you guys saw earlier, 18 HP, he gets a lot of recovery back. Here's my Scald. It does just around 30% or so. 30-35%, somewhere in there. I get more Leftovers Recovery. The Toxic does its thing. I click Protect on this next turn to get more Leftovers Recovery, like I said. And he's going to click Rock Slide. He clicked Rock Slide here, predicting my Pincer Switch in on his Rapid Spin, potentially. So he predicted my Pincer Switch in, and I actually stayed in. So he reveals the Rock Slide. So he's revealed Rapid Spin, Rock Slide, and Drain Punch so far. Get more Leftovers Recovery. Toxic does what it needs to do. And I'm like, okay, I can sack now. But he makes the misplay of clicking. I actually try, okay, alright. So I tried Double Protect because I was like, let me try to preserve, but it was only a 50-50 shot. And even if I don't get it, I'm fine sacking. But let me try to Protect again. Let's see what happens. I didn't get the second Protect, which is fine. But he makes a misplay of clicking Rapid Spin. And Rapid Spin is not going to kill me. Whereas the Drain Punch would have killed me, and we would have doubled down, which is what I was anticipating. But the Toxic damage is going to rack up, and the Hitmonchan is going to drop. Vaporeon claims the Hitmonchan kill. He goes into Volcarona, Firebug. Fortunately for him, he was able to Rapid Spin off the rocks on the last turn, and I think that is actually part of the reason why he did that, so I wouldn't call that a misplay as much as a good time to play. He Rapid Spins on the very last turn of his Toxic damage death, and is able to bring in Volcarona so that it doesn't have to take 50%. But in Team Prep, you guys know that the Toxic, or the Scald damage from Vaporeon will do about 45-ish%. But on the first turn, I decide, and this is what I have Toxic on here for, is to put this thing on a timer. I decided to put Toxic on here. So I'm going to click Toxic here as he Quiver Dances, because I was like, yeah, you're going to Quiver Dance. I need to put you on a timer as fast as I can. His special attack, special defense, and speed will increase. Toxic will come through. He's now on a timer. He is holding a Z Crystal, by the way. He's not holding a Lumberry or anything, as you see. He is holding a Z Crystal. I'm going to get Recovery. He's going to take Toxic damage. He's going to Quiver Dance again. And I don't know why he decided to Quiver Dance again, but he's going to Quiver Dance again. And I think the reason is because the next move he clicks does not get the kill, whereas at +4 it does. But I'm going to fire off the Scald. And through +2 defense, and especially defensive, he's not going to take very much damage. So I'm going to go ahead and get... more Leftovers Recovery. And on this turn, I didn't protect because I didn't see this coming at all. I wish I protected nowadays, now that I look back at it, but I didn't protect. Toxic brings him to about 51% or so, and here's his Z move. Your boy packed Bloom Doom. Your boy packed Bloom Doom Volcarona for me. Z Bloom Doom +4 Volcarona. Tear me a new one, big boy. Unfortunately, Vaporeon is going to drop, but even at +2, I would have dropped from that range. So Vaporeon is going to drop. Volcarona is going to take more toxic damage, bringing it to about 30% or so. And I'm going to go to Mega Pinsir, or Chainsaw. This week, by the way, I had to change nicknames because of fitting error, so it's now named Chainsaw. I am going to take Stealth. No, I'm not, because I rapid spun him off. I'm going to Mega Evolve, and I'm going to click Quick Attack. Because y'all are like, why'd you switch in? The only reason I switch into this is Quick Attack. Unfortunately, he wasted a turn Quiver Dancing twice because regardless of the range that Vaporeon would have put it in, Quick Attack was going to kill because Quick Attack did 83% minimum. He dies. Fortunately, I don't get burned, which is fabulous. He goes into his Terrakion, which I can assume is Choice Scarfed. So I make the switch. Anticipating his Scarf, I make the switch into Donphan. Ready to sack Donphan at this point. And he's going to click off his Rock Slide, which is going to miss, which is unfortunate. I'm going to take Toxic damage. I'm going to click Earthquake, as he's actually not choiced. I thought he was going to be choiced, but he's not choiced. Turns out he's actually Lumberry. He's actually holding Lumberry in the event that Scald or anything like that burned him, or Will-O-Wisp Mew or something like that. But Mew actually was not designed to outspeed that because he wouldn't have outsped him max speed anyway. But he was holding a Lumberry in the event that I did have some sort of status move. So he was Lumberry the entire time. I go to Crobat because I'm like, okay, well now I can kill you. Because we're good, right? I can kill you from here. I click Brave Bird. Being Choice Banded, I am going to pick this up. So Crobat is going to kill this Terrakion. And yeah. Crobat's just sitting here. Takes a lot of damage. But we're still good. He's going to go into Zygarde. This Zygarde 50% is the last thing that has Toxic on it. Half of his team has Toxic on it. Zybroken. This set, you'll find out in a minute, but he has Toxic on his set. Aura Break is going to happen because he cannot be Power Construct, obviously. I'm going to click Brave Bird because I know Choice Banded Brave Bird is the play. Choice Banded Brave Bird does about 50% minimum. As you see, 50% exactly. But I'm going to take Recoil, and he's going to Coil. Which means that he now increases his defensive stat by 1. Which means that he is going to live. Now my next Brave Bird, just fine. He is Leftovers as well, which means he is guaranteed to live. So you'll notice the Brave Bird actually bought him below 50% because Leftovers bought him to about 50%. So I did about 60% with Brave Bird, which is just about what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm going to click Brave Bird again because I don't have a choice in the matter. So Brave Bird is going to come out, and he's going to live because of the Coil Boost. And 1,000 Arrows. Crobat is going to die because at +1 he wasn't going to live. Thousand Arrows is a ground type move. By the way, it is a ground type move that hits flying types. Yay. Leftovers Recovery brings him to about 20% or so, 15-20%, somewhere in there. I decided to go into Jolteon to finish the game. Jolteon is shiny. It wasn't intended to be shiny, but Hidden Power Ice is going to come out. Jolteon is going to kill blah blah blah. Kill Zygarde. Life Orb. And then Mega Aggron is going to come out. And the Thunderbolt is going to seal the deal. So your Texan Clearbodies pick up a 2-0 this game. Take Life Orb, and that's game. So your Texan Clearbodies this week pick up a 2-0 win over the Slovenian Slowbros. But you know what? It was his first game. He played really well for his first game, I have to say. But yeah, we're back on this winning streak. Hopefully this is a winning streak, but we're back on track. So yeah, we won that game. We are now 2-2, I believe. 2-2 with a -7 differential, I think. Yeah, -7 differential because we pick up 2-0, Jolteon and Mega Pinsir in the back. I believe it was a 2-0. I will go into the document and find out. Just for you guys, we will go to the document, to my page, and we're going to find out exactly what my score is because I don't remember exactly how much I finished up with. Text right here. So let's go to my page and let's find out how we finished up. So week what? Where are we at? We are week 4. Let me see. Week 4. Yeah, week 4. We pick up a. Yep, I called it 2-0 win. So yeah, the Texan Clearbodies pick up a 2-0 win over the Slovenian Slowbros, as the document will show. But yeah, we pick up a 2-0 W, which means that we are now -7 in differential, which is fabulous. We're on our way back on top. We're on our way back to recovery. Hopefully we do well week 5 as well. I don't remember the team name. I just built for it. I don't remember the team name. But we play a new team because another replacement. Yay. But yeah, we play a new team week 5. I will see you guys in our week 5 game for our team builder first, then our game. And also, PPC uploads will return as well, but they haven't been gone anywhere. Week 6 is up, or should be up by the time this goes up, hopefully. And then week 7 is this week, so that will go up next week as well. So that's one thing to keep in mind. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop here because week 4 and week 5, fun fact, are going to go up in the same week because I'm going to catch up. So with all that being said, I will see you guys again in our team builder for week 5. I apologize that this recording wasn't the best one and it was a bit chunky and all that. I do apologize. It's been a little while. Give me a little bit of a break. I apologize. I'm a little tired, so that's part of that. But with all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. If you guys enjoyed, like I said, leave a like down below because that helps. Share the video if you want as well because exposure is exposure. Also follow me on Twitter. My link to that is down below because I give updates on things on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter. And yeah, but with all that being said, I think that's it. Until our next video, which is either our PPC game or our week 5 for a little international team builder. This is your coach for the Texan Clearbodies. My name is Wintergrassman, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, y'all.